This video is brought to you by CoolstuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, I am playing a really crazy combo deck built around the Prime Speaker Zannifer. Yep, Amazon Prime herself hanging out, the card that people wanted to be good. Is it finally good? We're gonna find out. So this deck I first saw being played by Jeff Hoogland on stream, and then Paulo Vito Damaderosa, one of my Magic idols, wrote an article about this on the premium side of Star City Games. I figure not everybody in my audience watches Jeff Hoogland and reads Star City Games premium accounts, so I wanted to share it with all of you because I thought it was really fun. I've had exactly one game where I went off with this deck, so I've done the combo once. It took me forever. It about made my brain explode, and when I did it I was like, okay, I have to share this with my audience because it was absolutely wild. And there will probably be nonsense in this video. I will probably make a mistake. It is a funky combo. It's like 15 steps, but in a nutshell, you get out Prime Speaker, you get out Nightmare Shepherd, you sacrifice something to get something, but there's Corridor Monitor and Hyrix Tower Scout in the deck, and every time those enter the battlefield, you can untap your Zannifer to use her again, and they are bodies that you can continue to use to go get other things. Once you have Nightmare Shepherd, you can exile them once you sacrifice them, and then they will untap Prime Speaker again, and you keep getting more and more stuff, and eventually you go get Grey Merchant of Asphodel, drain them, sacrifice that, and use Nightmare Shepherd to drain them again. So here's the deck. There's a few little pieces here and there, but for the most part what you want is you need a Gilded Goose because you need a 1-drop to get Monitor and start working your way up. You need Woe Strider to sacrifice the Grey Merchant on command at the end of the chain to get multiple triggers from it. You need the Tower Scouts and you need the Corridor Monitors to untap the Prime Speaker. Fibblethib the Lost is like a filler if you run out of juice or are trying to draw the key card. Neoform helps you get a Prime Speaker or a Nightmare Shepherd. Paradise Druid helps you ramp out a Prime Speaker or a Nightmare Shepherd. Finale of Devastation gets you a Prime Speaker or Nightmare Shepherd. And hopefully Incubation finds you a Prime Speaker or a Nightmare Shepherd to do the combo. Bond of Revival is a neat little tech card that can bring back Prime Speaker and use the ability right away because it gives haste. So I really like that tiny inclusion in the deck. The mana base has Scry lands over the Fabled Passage mana base setup that I like, and I can buy it because Scry can help you find your key cards. And without key cards, the deck doesn't work. Hopefully I'll get to show you how it does work. This is one of those things where talking about it feels nebulous, but diving in and letting the nonsense begin, get ready to see my brain explode right here live on camera. There'll probably be steam coming out of my ears and you might see a complete meltdown. All right, let's go. Maurizio. All right. This will turn into a Prime Speaker. This will be my blue source. This hand, optimism. This hand is gonna be great. So great. I think the meanest thing a deck can ever do is the very first time you play it, you get to do the janky combo, because then you spend the rest of the time going, what's wrong with my deck? And I'm very nervous that's what's going to happen here today. So, Nightmare Shepherd. Boom. What? Boingy. Yep. Bouncy, fun, fun, fun. Again. Yay! I wanted to make sure this was on the battlefield first so the opponent couldn't kill it in response to this entering the battlefield. Now if they kill it, we get to make a copy. The Bone Crusher Giant or whatever they might use. I guess having backup Shepherd isn't the worst. But we need the Prime. We need Amazon Prime. Anytime. Okay. We're just brazenly jerks. Is what we are right here. Just brazen buttholes. All right. Wilderness Reclamation. Cool. It's a very, very cool card. You're all lucky you got to see it. How about this? And this? No? No, still can't find the card we want? Okay. Shouldn't need to attack for damage if the deck's going to go off anyway. I may as well keep this hexproof. I know I could make a copy, but the opponent could do something that could kill one then the other. You never know. Alright. Boring. Neoform. I do have a 3-drop. Let's try. I would like this Woe Strider, please. Opponent could have a Thassa's Intervention, which I definitely won't be able to pay for again anytime soon, but we'll go for this. I'm going to become a goat farmer. Going to become an amazing farmer of goats. If this actually works, then we have this on the field with a Nightmare Shepherd. It's a big deal. We don't attack because our opponent could play second Brazen Borrower, double block the Shepherd. Oh! Oh, you're scared, are ya? This opponent knows what's coming, I think. Ah, they didn't let us do it, though. Tenklos. Tenklos the Bowless Avatar. So, what do we got? We're going first, which is a miracle. And we get to go Goose, Druid, but we don't have any of our... We don't have our Prime Speaker, we don't have our Nightmare Shepherd. So Incubation, we have to hope we'll find one in the top 5. I think that's good. I think that can happen. I believe in us. The real question is, when do I fit this mana in? If I don't draw another land, it's a little awkward to have Goose and Paradise Druid, but not the land drop, because if we use the food, we can't play the Prime Speaker the next turn without drawing the land. This passage is fabled. More Goosies. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Feels weird, man. 4 manas. Our opponent shocks for a shrine and drops a Starfield Mystic. Oh boy. Okay, this is it. I want a Prime Speaker. Fail. But, Shepherd. Shepherd on the board is interesting. And we have Woe Strider to make copies of stuff and try to scry our way to the card we need. Our opponent is getting ready to go absolutely wild with enchantments. Fun. So, we're definitely playing Woe Strider. We can make a food with a goose. We can sacrifice a goose and a goat and try to do some scrying to find what we need next turn. We may as well attack with the Shepherd. I don't know if blocking is going to... if there's any point to blocking at all here. At least not with the Shepherd. We never want to expose this. And we may actually have to race this opponent if we can't find the cards we need. We can use Paradise Druid, Watery Grave to make a food for future mana, which is why we shocked the land. We want to hold the Corridor Monitor. You can go off on time if you have it, but now I expect the opponent to go absolutely insane. They've had their set of turns. We had our setup turn and we didn't combo. Now they have their set of turns, they get to combo. Let's see what they can put together. On the bright side, I have blockers, at least chump blockers for a long time. Ghost Form, yeah, that is a card. When this dies or is exiled, they get it back. I wonder if they have like a way to do like Woe Strider, Ghost Form, Starfield Mystic to just keep enchantments coming back over and over and over and make a giant Starfield Mystic. Although then what's the payoff for that? Just having a giant Starfield Mystic? All that glitters is not gold. Got summoning sickness though. Alright. Scry it up. Not what I need. Make a food. Create food token. So, do I sacrifice more to keep going? Like, I can do this. Make another goose. Get another scry, get another food. I could do that again. I think I may as well. We've got to find the right card. Like, without it, without some way to get a Prime speaker, we're just not doing anything. Okay. Amazon Prime. 1 day delivery. Let's do this thing. Your turn. Hateful Eidolon, indeed. Alright, can the opponent stop me? Can they find a way? If they try to remove this, we can make a copy of it. By the way, these copies made by the Nightmare Shepherd have mana cost, so I can sacrifice them to the Prime Speaker to get something up the chain. So like this would fetch a 2, not a 0. Tokens usually have no mana cost on their own, but copies do. It's weird. It's weird, but it's real. Alright, our opponent's doing the thing. Can they somehow give this protection and lethal us? Can they do it? I can sacrifice a food. I would have to sacrifice 2 of my foods for mana to make... Oh wait, I have this too. Yeah, I can eat a food. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You coming? You coming for me? Okay. Can do this and this. Pretty safe. No need to sacrifice anything right away. We're gonna get a new Woe Strider. Oath of Kaya. Okay. What's the target? You. Well, I can't sacrifice in response, so I guess that dies. Alright, hopefully we get to go nuts. Where do we start? We want to get to a second Nightmare Shepherd. Let's do this. Alright, exile this. We're going to go get the untappy 3-mana guy, whose name I forget. The Horax Tower Scout. Untap this Zannifer, resolve. Tap Zannifer, sacrifice this. We want Nightmare Shepherd, number 2. This is the part where I might just absolutely bumble this whole thing. You guys ready for the bumbles? Ready for the failure. The big fat failure turtle. Can we just get all the Nightmare Shepherds? Or do we get... I think from here we want to get the Woe Strider, right? Yeah. Woe Strider. Now we play the Corridor Monitor. Untap you. Pitch the Corridor Monitor. Take the action to bring it back. Untap. Go get... We'll get another Woe Strider. Alright. Pitch one of the Nightmare Shepherds. Take that. Action. Get one of the Gray Merchants. Sacrifice... What? Did I fail? I don't think so. I still need to fetch one more time though, don't I? I shouldn't have got this. Our opponent's at 7 though, so I've got lethal. But if I wanted to keep going, I should have fetched, instead of the Woe Strider, I should have fetched one more of these. But that's lethal. I'm okay. Sometimes you need to do more Gray Merchanting than that. I don't know. Without a blue source, this hand seems pretty janky. But maybe we'll find it, and maybe Incubation will find... It's really hard to mulligan with a deck like this. Because once you're down in cards, you don't hit the right amount of lands and the cards you need. It's really bad. I'll keep. Why? Because I can always delete the video. That's why. There's a blue source. Chatty Cathy. What's up? We got a talker over here. We got an emote user. Gooseums. So sometimes you guys are like, you played the wrong goose. That one the opponent had seen, the new one they hadn't. You see the eyeball disappear when you play the other. That's because it kind of lets you get away with that. You can play either one and it will stop revealing to the opponent what's up. I told you this hand was great. I told you this hand was perfect and nothing could go wrong. Best hand ever. Magic is easy. Off the top, let's see. Woe Strider turns into Nightmare Shepherd, right? Season of Growth. Uh-oh. It's my green-white aura deck. Well, not my, but, you know. Like, I had a good run with it. I put out a tweet. A lot of people responded to it. It will feel like mine for most of my life, I think. All right, let's go. Woe Strider. Go get Nightmare Shepherd. And now I wish I could play a corridor monitor to fix this, but I can't. All right, next turn, next turn. We're set up now. The opponent isn't going to kill one of these, I don't think. And if they kill the Prime Speaker, we just turn it into a copy. It's a test in training. You're no disciple of mine. I cut that card from my list. It was too terrible. A blessing. Some people get the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation reference. I'm going to keep making it. I don't know if they remembered how Nightmare Shepherd works. Don't know if they remembered that. The only way to really prolong the game was to get rid of the Shepherd. Yeah, no blocks. We got you now. We got you now. All right, so this can be a corridor monitor. We have another corridor monitor on backup. Yeah, I think I can do this. All right, I'm going to try to play it nice and quickly. I don't want the opponent to leave. Do I need a Woe Strider here? I need it at some point. I think I can get away with grabbing it now because I have the corridor monitors in hand. See, this would normally be a dead end if I didn't have a way to untap it, the Prime Speaker in my hand. Alright, so we go Woe Strider, untap here, and yep, they're going to die eventually. I have to untap this, get another Tower Scout, untap, untap, get up to another Nightmare Shepherd, I think. Sacrifice the Woe Strider, sacrifice one of the untappers, untap that, sacrifice the Nightmare Shepherd, go get another Gray Merchant. And that should be enough devotion to end the game. I think just getting another Nightmare Shepherd and sacrificing the Gray Merchant and then exiling it to the Nightmare Shepherd is enough devotion to win there anyway. Monotone Man. Professor Snape? Yeah. Or maybe the new Kylo Ren. Who do you think is the greatest and finest monotone man? To life. Gilded Goose, baby. Honk honk. Not cool. Let's scry first. No, we scry second. Okay. I think I just grabbed this corridor monitor because Part of the combo is having a way to untap Zannifer in the hand. I know that tilts some of you. I know. I read my comments. You love it when I say Zannifer. I don't know where I got Zannifer. I have no idea what that even means. So I think this is going to be Bone Crush my Woe Strider. I could avoid playing into it by not playing the Woe Strider. Let's see. See that pause? It could also be another shock. Mono red is usually all about bone crushing this. Let's just waste their mana. Red-green. Okay, Klothos. Probably still a Bone Crusher Giant. Just gonna eat this now since I have the spare mana. And here we go. See if the opponent has a way to remove this card. Yep, you get to exile something. 2 points. 2 points, Gruul. But you have something for this. Skewer my face. Not what I expected. I leave up a green mana for the goose. I can go get a monitor with the goose, actually. Alright. Strida. Now if the opponent responds there with a Bone Crusher, that would have been a really slick move. So let's now eat this. We go get the Nightmare Shepherd, right? Yeah. So I've still got them on Bone Crusher. I'll play the Goose now because if they Bone Crush it, I just make another copy with the Shepherd. It's totally fine. Oh, Omen of the Forge. I guess it's very similar. He was really excited about that. Now I just get 2 food. Yeah. That'll get him. That'll get him. So the opponent is on Gruul Burn. I smell a Klothos Burn strategy. It's interesting. Can it get there? Okay, they have Storm's Wrath. I'll take that action. Now they're doing something. Don't know if it's good. So I can take this moment to set up the Shepherd again. I can chain up with the Monitor, or I can play the Woe Strider to do it. I think the Woe Strider doing it is fine. Unfortunately, we drew a tap land, or I think we could combo this turn. So we, of course, Scryland after we shuffle the deck. Now we don't need the untapped land. If the opponent can kill the Zannifer this turn, then we have to play the other one to go off. They're being scrappy. I don't much like it. Would prefer to just win, darn you. But it makes for good games. Oh, they say go. Alright. Now what? I do need one more creature, I think. I have Nightmare Shepherd, and I have... Although when I play this, it does make a copy when I do sacrifice it. Let's see if we can find something first. Goose is good. Goose is really good. Okay. Should be able to do my thing. Opponent's gonna have to click through it all. I expect a scoop incoming. When they see how this is gonna go. Monitor. Untap. Again. Get the other untappy card. Untap. Power Scout. Oh, it could have been Woe Strider that time. Oh well, this is fine. I'll go get the Woe Strider now. We'll sacrifice you. Take the action, untap you. Again, I told you there'd be nonsense in this video. I just bumble my way through these freaking combos. Go get another Nightmare Shepherd. Play this from hand. We still have to deal 26. The opponent says nice and leaves. Dealing 26 is hard. So we have to get, I think, all three Nightmare Shepherds on the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9 would be Gary. So then we'd have to triple Gary. So we get 1 Gary, then we get 2 Gary, then we sacrifice to make Gary Gary. I think it's totally doable from there, but it would have been challenging. Havron. Okay. Keepsies. Leyline of Anticipation. Okay. Are you on my mono blue list? How about that Goose Dance, though? Alright, not mono blue. You're not mono blue. Scries? No. We got all the bits. We got all the bits. And next turn, we should be able to run this out. Follow it up with a Shepherd and do some silly things. But my opponent has Flash on everything. Who knows what that could cause? This could get countered. Right now. Let's find out. Nothing. The hell is going on? Okay. Well, Goose, Monitor, thingy, and eventually Nightmare Shepherd. But if I resolve a Nightmare Shepherd first, I'm so much better off. Hua! May I has? I may? I'm stunned. Where are you going? Well, their deck didn't do anything for 3 turns, and I comboed to the infinity, so yay. Okay, Aftermath talk. I played the deck in a standard event in here, went 0-3. Games were absolutely not even worth showing. Embercleave, blue-white control. I don't even remember the last one. Oh yeah, Rakdos. On the draw, turn 2 priest, never had a creature. So, it didn't cut it in a standard event. Maybe I was really unlucky. And then I tried a game of ranked, Simic Flash. You're never going to beat Simic Flash. Completely unbeatable. They play all cards that counter your 4-drops, and 4-drops are what you need to make this work. Like, trying to play any deck that relies on resolving 4-drops to beat Simic Flash is a disaster. So, regular play mode. A lot of the games you saw today, I think all of them, are probably going to come from that, where it was pretty fun. And we actually comboed off a lot, and I won a lot of games. So this is definitely a casual deck. No way to mince words around it. It is not a competitive build. If you craft for 4 Prime Speakers because you think you're going to dominate the ladder, you are very wrong about that. But in casual, where you're doing your thing and the opponent is doing their thing, and you're both just trying to combo off and do your thing, this deck has a significant chance to do really fun stuff. And doing the combo it's really fun. When you actually are working your way through a pod chain, going back to Birthing Pod is the card that this is most based on. But when you're using Prime Speaker, untapping it, using Prime Speaker, untapping it, going, that is so much fun. It's totally worth it. If you have these cards, I would recommend going out and playing this deck a little bit, because there's just not much like it in Magic. It's a unique kind of combo experience, a creature combo type deck, and some people really love that type of thing. And I don't know if I'm the type of person who all out loves it, but I really enjoy this. And if you are the type of person who enjoys fun creature combo-y stuff, does it qualify as jank? I think this is right on the edge of jank, because if the opponent doesn't interfere with you, you can kill them on turn 4. That is a bit stronger than jank. However, there's pretty much everybody out there has ways to defeat you. Every good deck has ways to easily defeat you. So I can't recommend it for competitive at this time, but it is very, very fun. And I wouldn't change a thing. I think the list is great. That's not true. I really, really believe in the Fabled Passage mana base. So I would cut the rare Scrylands. I would add Fabled Passage and up the basics a little bit because I honestly believe in it. The pain lands are really painful. And when you take out the Scrylands and keep the pain lands, you more likely get to play your pain land tapped instead of untapped, so you don't take as much damage. So yeah, I very much believe in Fabled Passage mana base over Temple mana base, and I would change that. That is what I would change. Otherwise, go out there and have some fun. All right, thank you everybody for watching this video. 45,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the Mirror March absolute nonsense and kind of pseudo jank follow-up here today. Check out Jeff Hoogland's Twitch channel. He's the original designer of the deck. See if you like him. I'm not saying you'll like the guy. I'm saying if you want more info on this deck, he wrote about it on CoolstuffInc, which is also a sponsor of mine, and you can read the article on CoolstuffInc or check out his Twitch channel. And then, yeah, I also recommend Star City Games Premium and Paulo Vito Damadrosa, excellent writer, very, very good. And remember, Jank Work Week, 5 days of Jank at 50,000 subs. So like and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.